All right. Hello and welcome back to the Asia come UK live session. It is 2:30 a.m. Eastern Standard or 12 p.m. Indian Standard Time right now. Slightly daylight savings preceded by 60 minutes now. So instead of 1 p.m. Indian Standard, it will be around 12 p.m. Indian Standard during the weekdays when we'll meet. Uh, Normally we have reduced it to 3 days a week now: Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And let's get started off, brothers. This session, let's focus on or discuss where counts on the Euro USD, Bitcoin, and Nifty50. All right. And once again, a warm welcome to those members who are joining in fresh. Uh, at least 3 to 4 new members seen added, 225 of the family now. Uh, do feel free to go through the educational sessions, and also do write to me if you have any questions or comments to be made. Right, I'll just run you guys through the general disclaimer before we begin the session. These sessions are absolutely 100% focused on the educational purpose. For any subscribed services, you would want to visit Japee.business.site for the international segment, where we are uh, providing subscription-based services, right, for trading purposes. All right. So, dear traders and investors, please be aware that this channel sessions are solely for the purpose of education, and specifically the counts, trend lines, Fibonacci ratios, support resistance, etc. Any potential direction discussed here should not be considered as any form of personal or professional solicitation to trade or invest either in forex, equity, or other segment. These sessions are specifically for the purpose of spreading awareness and to help take informed decisions. Hence, you're humbly requested to look into your personal risk aptitude and the financial. You might want to take financial advice before putting any of the above discussions to use on your real accounts or trading accounts. Also, please be aware that trading forex or any other margin instruments, they should be never considered as a fixed return on investment. Please be aware that trading into such markets can be risky, and one can lose all or at times more than invested as margin. Kindly leave your comments or questions if you have any on this content, and I'll be happy to assist you at the best of my capacity at the earliest possible time. Alright, let's get started off with the Euro USD wave counts. That is the daily chart. Let's begin as usual on the daily chart, and we are looking this chart from 1.15 till date, and to continue the counts, because generalized wave 4 of one higher degree, and that brings us quite comfortably towards the five waves rally. After that, wave 1, ABC, wave 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Maybe that's to wave 3. We can also do these sub waves here. followed by an ABC wave 4, and the fifth wave. Most probably we've gotten the termination point of wave 5 as well. Ideally, resistance should be strong around the 25, 25, 50, 60 zone. No doubt it has remained just shy of the trend line and the 2600 mark, but that is fine. We might just have gotten a meaningful top in place in the Euro USD around the 2554 mark. Ideally, prices should stay below the 2500 or 2550 levels going forward. Alright, that is one most important thing. The other probabilities or the other objectives could be even the retracement has completed, and prices might be heading south, way below. Right, you see the backside of the trend line test, and then prices dropping lower. But at this point in time, it is still looking corrective three waves. So quite complex corrective waves can unfold before a huge sell-off should come through. Right, so we are not speculating right now as to whether the retracement is complete or is it going to produce a more complex corrective structure. But what we can say or what we can conclude with more precision and decision is that till the time prices remain below the 25, 50, 60 mark, bears are expected to remain in control majority of the time. Right. Now, head and shoulder reversal pattern is also seen. Whether you look it as a conventional head and shoulder or a double top, whatever, both seem to be valid. That is ABCD, dropping lower the neckline. That was the neckline, the conventional head and shoulder pattern. Quite possible that the right shoulder might have formed already, and if it is already formed, then prices would even stay below the 2445 mark and not try to push further. Right. That is what is the conventional head and shoulder looking like. You never know. The corrective structures can be really complex sometimes. As far as the top is concerned, mostly it's giving enough evidence that a top is in place at 2550. But then, if you look at the lower high, it's not good to speculate whether that is formed at 2446 or it might form somewhere higher than that. All right, so it's going to be anybody's guess whether you might see a snap rally back towards the 2500 circuit, taking most of the traders by surprise. You never know, that could happen. We're not saying that it's going to happen, but as we are discussing probabilities here, that could happen before a meaningful sell-off can take place. All right, so be prepared, brothers. But one thing can be said very strongly, that till the time prices remain below or stay below 25, 50, 60 mark, bears will be in control most of the time going forward. Right, so that is euro. Strategy remains unchanged. You should be finding or looking to find opportunities on the south side, uh, on any kind of intraday or interday kind of rallies to go short. Right. Now the next chart could be the Bitcoin. We've been following this meticulously since one high before 20,000 levels, right? Since 10,000, I remember. Very quickly, the wave counts first. One, two, three, four, and five. Bringing us to the first wave of a higher degree, followed by this was already done earlier on, but just to keep all the wave counts intact, once again we are looking into the higher picture or bigger picture. Waves 1 and waves 2 are already done. We have gotten a meaningful bottom in place at 5,800 levels as well in the month of February, and then to continue further, I think we've got waves 1 and waves 2 or the third wave as well. A, B, C, you can plot that, which is bringing us towards the termination point of the second wave probably. We were expecting one more low overnight, just below the Thursday, Friday or Wednesday lows. Alright, that I think we've gotten that as well now, 7,600 levels. So price is absolutely trading into the buy zone of the trend line still. So until and unless it breaks lower below that trend line, which extends through the lows of 2017, couple of them, I think a meaningful bottom is in place around the 5,800 mark, which has been also retraced neatly right there. That has been retraced nicely as well. Right. So all in all, just to simplify the wave count, wave 1 followed by wave 2 of the high degree. We are very close for the third wave to begin. Now, it should happen any time now, unless there is one more low to be printed. Actually, 5,800 till the time it remains above 5,800. I think bulls would want to remain in control going forward. This is the basic structure, and Bitcoin looks to be resembling almost 5 up, 3 down, and maybe we are somewhere here, right? So maybe prices might be just about somewhere here. So watch out for opportunities to fetch lower and remain on the long side. Maybe it may not be just the right time, but watch out for any other low or prices going pretty close to the existing lows to fetch it on the downside. All right, that was so Bitcoin. If we go by the Nifty chart right now, there you are. Major support, I would say, remains around the 10,030 mark, right? So it's quite possible that prices are actually heading south to get that first before producing any meaningful rally. Actually, as far as the wave counts are concerned, it looks more conducive, that more probable that 5 down is already complete. Please be aware there could be an expanded flat also in the making. So here are the high probable wave count for Nifty. There's wave 1 followed by the second wave. Don't forget that was an ideal conventional head and shoulder technique as well. All right, pattern as well. Sorry. So waves 1, 2, wave 3, and then ABC wave 4. Followed by fifth wave. I think we might have gotten the fifth wave, bringing us towards either wave 1 of a higher degree or wave A of a corrective drop, much deeper corrective drop. And as an alternate, it could be forming the fifth wave lower subsequently, and the first wave of one higher degree or A. All right. Now the second one could be a meaningful low is already in place around the 10,145, and then it's trying to form an expanded flat 335, wherein that was the first leg, wave A. It's just about printing wave B right now, and then there would be a snap rally higher, again taking most of the traders by surprise because it's an expanded flat. Expanded flats are really they can really make a trader's life much more difficult and complex, because it actually produces a new swing lows or highs depending upon the wave. Here in this case it is a swing low, so most of the traders might be caught unaware, thinking that it's going to go lower from here since there's another new low formed, and suddenly what happens is a snap rally towards the wave C, or within the ABC structure. That's an expanded flat. Alright, so watch out for a possibility of an expanded flat. I think that is more high probability right now. I mean, an expanded flat, and believe it or not, that expanded flat should be going much deeper into the resistance. Now if it is going to be an ABC correction, then the depth of wave C could terminate somewhere around the 50% mark. It could go towards the 61.8% mark as well, but normally it would be a shallow kind of wave 2 or wave B, sorry. So it could be wave 2 or wave B of the corrective ABC, which we are not speculating. It could be 5 down of a higher degree, or it could be an ABC correction in the Nifty. But one thing is getting much sure right now, till the time prices remain below the 11,200 mark. I think the days are days are far enough to conclude that Nifty has bottomed out anytime sooner. I think the correction should go much deeper than what we are expecting right now, or what majority of the traders might be expecting right now. And don't get trapped and caught on the snap counter trend rally, which might take prices all the way towards the 10,600 or 10,800 resistance level. That's not a new rally, or that's not a rally for a new high. I think that's just about a collective rally that should be taking place. All right then. So let's bring the current session to a pause. I'll be back now on Wednesday, 2:30 a.m. and or 12 p.m. 12 p.m. Indian Standard and 2:30 a.m. Eastern Standard. All right, to touch base with these instruments and even more if I find some interesting trade setups. Right now, yes, opportunity is great in Nifty, Euro, and Bitcoin, all three of them. All right. So until the next session, as always, thank you for tuning in online or watching this video in an offline mode, and also thank you for spreading the word, helping me spread the word for this channel. Kindly keep doing so, and until the next session, take care and God bless. Good luck to your trades, and goodbye.